So you guys have asked for it multiple times throughout some of my FiveM videos of what graphics mods I use. So literally what I'm doing today is gonna be literally just everything I have. Like, I did a video of best free and paid graphics. It included a free graphics pack called Redux and then a paid one, which is what I use, which is NVE. But clearly a lot of people still have questions of what graphics pack I use. Short answer is NVE. However, I know a lot of people probably want to have the same exact results, so I'm going to be getting into the little itty-gritty parts of my graphics, including reshade, my EMB settings, my graphics settings, and NVE. Like literally what I have installed. So we're gonna get right into that. Hope you guys enjoy. Before the video starts, make sure to leave a like. There will also be timestamps at the bottom, so if you have a particular part you want to see, then make sure to skip through the video to the part that you want. Anyway, we're gonna get right into it. All we gotta do for this part is install all the graphics. How hard could it be? Well, there's a lot of graphics mods, so let's get right into it. We're gonna start by going to this page right here, which is the Ray Tracing Reshade by Partial Glitcher, or as he is known, McFly PG. I will have this Patreon link in the description. All you have to do is either buy the $5 or $20. You can save your money and buy the $5 one. You should get a Discord invite, and what you want to do is you want to go to his Discord, which is right here, and this is really critical. You guys need to pay attention here. This is really critical. So you can download anything you want. However, if you download the brand new versions of the ray tracing, it will not work. You need to either have RTGI 3.0 or less. So I would suggest getting the 0.30 update right here for the ray tracing, because any newer versions has to have the new 5.5 edition of reshade, which will not work properly for FiveM. And I will be explaining why it doesn't work for FiveM in a second. But what you got to do is you got to download that. I already have all the files that we need here, so we're going to get right through here in a second. So, but buy the ray tracing here, as well as buy NVE. NVE isn't that expensive. It's about, I think, $10 or $20 a month. It's not that expensive. They update it monthly with a bunch of new graphics. They do a lot of retexturing. As you can see, the newest update, they redid the texture of snow. They also did new reflection overhaul, and it's pretty good. So this is mainly for like the textures and stuff. So if you don't care about that and you just want to make the game look better in terms of just the color, then you don't have to do this. But if you want the textures, like higher quality roads and stuff like that, then I highly suggest buying NVE. Alright, so once you buy those two things, you're going to go to the description and you're going to have a third link. This is going to be reshade modded. So we're going to need these files, so make sure to grab these. Like I said, we do need them to be modded, so the only modded version that there is currently is 4.9.1. Again, hence the reason why the future versions of ray tracing from the server does not work. And like I said, I'm going to be explaining. So pretty much what happens is it detects how much internet input and output your computer is holding. So if it detects a certain amount of internet being used, reshade will disable display depth, and I will show on screen what a display depth looks like. Pretty much what it is it's pretty much trying to capture the whole game's depth of like everything that it can in a 3D perspective from a 2D screen, and using that, it makes the ray tracing work properly. And if you do not have it, it will just be two blank lines, which will not let you use ray tracing properly. It will just make the whole screen different colors and whatnot. It won't actually have any depth to your ray tracing, and it pretty much is pointless to use at that point. So you definitely need to use the modded version. So what you're going to do is you're going to open this reshade setup 4.9.1 first, and all you got to do is you got to go find your GTA folder. Mine's in Epic Games. Yours could be in Steam or Rockstar Launcher. Click on GTA5.exe, and you're going to have a install button here. For me, it's update, so I'm just going to do this for the purpose of the video. You're going to press update. You're going to uncheck and check all of these, make sure all of these are on, and then you're going to go to OK. It's going to install everything it possibly can, and once it's done with that, it should just finish, And what we're going to do now is we're going to go to that same GTA folder because we need to make sure that the ray tracing's in there. You're going to go to your GTA folder. You're going to go to reshade shaders. You're going to go to the RTGI that you downloaded from the server, the reshade GI. And I actually made a mistake. I do have the 0.35. I'm pretty sure it only works with 0.30, but maybe 0.35 works. I would just suggest getting a 0.30 because it's better in terms of stability. But you're just going to go to shaders, and you're going to go to shaders in here and drag these files into here. I'm not going to replace them because I already have them in here, but you would just put them in here. And then once you're done with that, you're going to go to textures, and you're going to go to textures in here, and you're going to put the blue noise into here. Again, I'm not going to do that because I already have them done. But once you're done with that, you're going to open the reshade modded. You're going to find your GTA folder. Once you get to your GTA 5 folder, you're going to press GTA5.exe again. You're going to click on Direct 3D 10, 11, 12, and you're going to press update. That's all you got to do. You can get rid of these now. Looking back while editing this video, I may have forgotten one very essential part of this tutorial, and I'm coming back in this part of the video to make sure that you guys understand this part so you guys don't get confused of why it doesn't look the same. I forgot to include how to put the reshade preset in the video, so in the description there's also going to be another RAR file called reshade preset. This is my reshade presets, which I use in FiveM. I have a low preset, which is still, keep in mind, this takes a lot of performance out of your computer, so I don't suggest this with low-end computers, but if you have a high-end computer, try it. I have a low preset and a max preset. Max is literally just to blow up your computer, so I suggest it for just photos. And low preset is obviously a little better. It's still a lot of performance that you lose, but it's still enough to sort of play the game at like 30, 40 FPS is what I get with it. So in the description, there's going to be this file, so just go back to your GTA main directory. You could either put this in your main directory like this, or you could go and make a specific folder called reshade presets and put it in here like I did. And then in reshade, you just got to navigate to where the file is in your GTA folder. So I forgot to mention that, but hopefully this will help out. Now back to the video. Now we're going to install NVE. NVE is going to be a little bit easier to do, but we're still going to show how to do that. So you're going to right click on your FiveM, wherever that is. If you don't have FiveM on your home screen, you can search up FiveM, and then you should be able to right click, go open file location, and it should bring you to the FiveM, and then open it again and file location again. And then you should come to this screen. So once you're on this screen, you're going to go to FiveM application, and you're going to go into mods, and you're going to open your NVE folder. And once you're in your NVE folder, you're going to go to the main package. You're going to put mods in here, and you're going to put them all into the mods folder. So FiveM should come stock with the mods folder. If it doesn't, you can just simply make a name mods in your FiveM directory, and it should work. But it should already come with it. And what you're going to do is go to plugins, and you're going to put the NVE ASI in as well. Once you're done with that, you're going to go back into here, and I'm going to do what I have. You guys don't have to do what I have in here, but I'm going to do what I want. So if you want the same exact results, you can just follow along. But you have a bunch of optional packages you could do. You have enhanced motion blur, etc. But what we're going to do is we're going to do street lights, which I'm going to do teal, I'm going to do teal for the purpose of this. So we're going to put the teal in here, and you're going to come back to this file in a second. So we're going to take that out. Once you're done with that, we're going to go to brighter emergency lights. We're going to do ultra intensity. I know that it seems excessive for ultra intensity, but sometimes the ultra does just look better. It's not too bright, to be honest. We're going to do the animated gas stations, parallax roads. These are going to be retextured roads, and they look phenomenal. I highly suggest, out of all the optional stuff you put in, is the parallax roads. You're going to go to high quality reflections, and I'm going to put this in because I want to see what this looks like. That's the newest update. Extra vegetation, we're not going to mess with. Volumetric clouds, we're going to put this in, so we're going to put this into the mods folder. I like the volumetric clouds, however, they are very, very graphics intense. So if your computer can't handle it, I highly suggest taking that out. But we're also going to take the EMB series and take these two files out because we're going to need them. These I don't think really matter. However, I haven't really checked them out, so I'm gonna try foggy just to see what that looks like. But I usually don't do them. We're gonna do the weapon hull overpack, and we're gonna do night vision swap. I think we want white false fur, so we're gonna do this. And we're going to do the realistic license plates, which swaps them to California plates instead of Sandy Shores. And we're going to do the reduced snowflakes, because I actually haven't seen the new snowflakes in this update yet, but I don't need them to be that big. Once you're done with all of those, you can go back to the main file and go to the EMB. Now, I highly suggest doing recommended. It is obviously recommended even from the people who made this graphics pack to do recommended, so I highly suggest don't go higher. You're just going to put these into your main directory, and it should automatically do that. We're going to put these into our main directory as well, and we're going to put our reshade shader into here, but we can just go in here and copy all of these over, because I don't know if all of the files are changed or if only some of them are. But that's pretty much it for the NVE. Now we're going to get into game, and I'm going to show you all of the rest of the stuff. Oh, by the way, there is also an extra NVE folder. If you want extra content, I forgot to put that in. You don't need it, but I definitely have it, and it's also a higher tier for the Patreon. So if you don't really care, or if you don't have the money, then this isn't needed, but it just gives you extra stuff for extra money. But anyway, I'm going to get into FiveM, and I'm going to show you my graphics settings. All right, so we're here in the server, and as you can see, we have everything installed. By looking at the bottom left, you can see 21 mods are enabled. That is all the mods from NVE. Anyway, so we have everything on currently. We have EMB is turned on. If you turn it off, it comes pretty bright, but we have EMB on. And like I said, if you want the same exact results, this is pretty much what I use. I just use EMB most of the time because reshade uses a lot of performance. As you can see, I'm steady at 65. However, if you really want to, you can use the low preset, and yeah, even though it's low preset of ray tracing, it does look a lot better, at least in my opinion. I think it just adds a lot more ambient occlusion and a little bit more light in. Obviously, it's not going to be real ray tracing, it's just a mimic, but it's, you know, considering it's a mimic, it's pretty good. But you can see the performance decreased quite a bit. So if you don't like a lot of FPS, then this is perfect for you. If you like FPS, this is probably not for you, but it's not too bad. I think it's more of a good way to take pictures, and this is just the low preset. This isn't even the high preset, so it's not even the highest quality of ray tracing. If you put max preset on, this has a lot more range with the ray tracing, but it's like 10 FPS worse than if you did the other one. And honestly, looking side by side, I honestly can't really tell the difference currently. So honestly, you probably just have a better luck running the low preset, if anything. But yeah, that's pretty much what my stuff is. If you want to see my settings, these are my settings for those who are particularly interested. If you go to graphics, these are all my settings. I'm just gonna go slowly so you guys can see all of them. But these are all my settings. These are all my graphics stuff. So if you really want to try to have the same exact quality as me, this is how to do it. I am running a RTX 3070, by the way. So if you have something that's not as high end as a 3070, like having a 1050 or something, I don't suggest you do this, at least not the ray tracing part. NVE is still a really good graphics mod. It does a lot of texture replace, like I said, so it does really look good in itself. But yeah, this is what I use for all my stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Appreciate you all watching till the end, and take care.